Self-driving ride shares now test driving in San Diego. The technology they're using to spot potholes and avoid them.
A push to keep warehouse and truck pollution at bay, especially in the South Bay, where there are already concerns over water and air quality.
The Artemis 2 capsule is landing off the coast tomorrow. I'll tell you what to look out for if you want to see it.
What if your car could spot a pothole and help other drivers avoid it? That's exactly what companies like Waze and Waymo are working on here in San Diego. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
And I'm Richard Allen in tonight for Carlo Cicchetto. Those companies are tracking damaged roads and sharing it in real time. News 8's Brian White explains how it all works.
Yeah, hitting potholes here on Mira Mesa Boulevard can mean a rough ride or costly repairs, but companies like Waymo are using technology to detect those trouble spots and help others avoid them. On busy roads across San Diego, potholes are a daily frustration, and for some drivers, a costly one.
Potholes are very dangerous. They cause a lot of tire damage, front end damage.
And it's not just drivers feeling the impact.
Yeah, I've gotten like 6 flat tires just hitting them.
Now, companies like Waymo are trying to change that using their self-driving vehicles to actually detect potholes as they drive.
It's through our motion control system. So we basically feel the car might vibrate or tilt when we go over these dips, and that's the information that we collect.
That data is then mapped and shared across vehicles so other cars can avoid the same trouble spots in real time. And starting now, that same data is also being shared with cities through the Waze for Cities platform.
We realized, hey, cities are asking us for pothole data. We're collecting this pothole data to improve the Waymo driver. Let's get it to cities. Let's fulfill this need.
Right now, it's part of a pilot program in 5 cities, but Waymo confirms it plans to expand its driverless ride service here to San Diego soon. They're already test driving on our streets and freeways. The goal is not just smoother rides, but safer roads.
They're definitely a big danger out there. Cause people to swerve, possibly hit somebody that might be in their blind spot.
Now, San Diego relies heavily on drivers reporting potholes, more than 6,000 of them so far this year, and it can take crews around 10 days to fill them. Waymo says its data could help city crews respond faster.
There is a way that the driving apps and maps out there can alert the city as to where the potholes are. That would be a tremendous help for the city.
When Waymo opens up full service to the public in San Diego later this year, the company plans to make that pothole data available to the city. I'm Brian White, News 8.
All right, thanks, Brian. A San Diego judge is not letting the city off the hook over its controversial trash fee. The judge refused to toss a lawsuit today brought by homeowners, saying that the city's own cost numbers do not add up. In her ruling, the judge pointed to a contradiction where projected costs keep rising, even as fewer homes are actually receiving service. Homeowners who sued after the city ended free trash pickup now appear headed to trial as soon as next month.
A Working For You update tonight. A homeowner in Normal Heights who spent years trying to get a dangerous eucalyptus tree removed says SDG&E crews have trimmed some of the branches that had been growing into power lines following our reporting. We're told workers are expected to return to clear more debris. It's unclear if the tree will be fully cut down, but now the homeowner has a new concern as the tree was only trimmed on one side and the weight is now shifted toward its leaning side. We will continue to monitor this story and bring you any updates. Remember, if there was something that you would like us to look into, something happening in your neighborhood or your community, shoot us an email at workingforyou@cbs8.com.
Right now, we are less than 24 hours away from the Artemis 2 mission making its return to Earth. It's set to splash down off the coast of San Diego tomorrow afternoon at around 5:07 p.m. The USS John P. Murtha is in position at sea right now with a couple hundred sailors and more than 100 NASA employees on board. Their mission to recover the 4 astronauts and the Orion space capsule from the Pacific Ocean after splashdown.
Especially being a Friday,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to be heading
I hope so.
out to the coast just
Check it out.
Just
Be
in
part of
case
history, right?
they may be able to see something across the sky.
Yeah, come up to
Maybe.
Oceanside or something.
Right,
Yes.
maybe.
Show up. All right, that splashdown expected to last or land 45 to 80 miles off the coast between San Clemente and Catalina Islands.
So that is a far way out.
A little far.
Binoculars aren't going to help you. So while you will not be able to see the actual splashdown itself, there are still a chance that you could see that streaking across the sky.
That's right.
News 8's Alex Cheney joins us live from Oceanside with more on the best ways to watch tomorrow. Alex?
Well, I hope there's a chance. Okay, I want to see it too. Lots of people that we talked to here at the Oceanside Pier today are so excited for that Artemis 2 splashdown coming up tomorrow. And one of the best places to see it is going to be right here at the beach.
I've actually been thinking about entry since April 3rd, 2023.
We're just a day away from the Artemis 2 capsule making a splash landing off the San Diego coast. At the Oceanside Pier today, people we talked to want to see what they can of the landing.
I'd love to see some astronauts waving at me, but
Bob and his wife are big space fans and will be outside looking for the Artemis capsule tomorrow.
I live in Escondido, but now that I hear that we might get a shot at it, I think I might come to the coast tomorrow afternoon and see if I can get a peek at something.
No issues.
NASA says the capsule is expected to splash down in the ocean about 50 miles offshore, roughly between San Clemente Island and Catalina Island.
I'm going to try, I would say, head to the coast.
That's Oceanside resident Francisco Contreras, one of the board members for the San Diego Astronomy Association. He says your best shot to see Artemis fly through the sky is at the beach.
Because it's so high up and so far away, you should be able to see it from the coast. You don't have to get close to San Clemente, I don't think. As long as you can have a clear view west-northwest, that would be your best chances to see it.
Both Naval Base San Diego and Naval Air Station North Island are part of the recovery mission. 150 people from NASA and a couple hundred local sailors are on board the USS Mirtha. They already made their way under the Coronado Bridge and out to sea to get into place. The amphibious ship has a transport dock, helicopter pad, and medical facilities. A U.S. Navy helicopter squadron based out of Naval Air Station North Island will assist in tracking the capsule while it travels through Earth's atmosphere, then recover the 4 astronauts and bring them to the ship for assessment.
We've been working on this with NASA for about 12 years, working up to this day. They come in really fast, and they have parachutes that deploy. So by the time the actual capsule splashes down in the water, they're only going about 20 miles an hour.
Back on the Oceanside Pier, people are excited to witness history tomorrow.
We were watching the first moon landing in black and white TV in my living room, so I'm glad the program's back kicking around.
All right, so hopefully we get a nice clear day tomorrow and we are able to see Artemis 2. Perhaps not splash down, but at least come down just a little bit. And hey, Marcella, I expect the beaches, not just here in Oceanside, but for most of them in the North County area to be absolutely packed tomorrow to check out and see history.
Richard is actually going to be heading up to where you are right now in Oceanside tomorrow. Where are you going to be tomorrow?
I am going to be on an island somewhere, I think a little bit to the south. I need to check my email again.
It sounds like you're going to be taking a fabulous vacation, but you're going to be watching for Artemis 2, right, from that island?
Every day's a vacation out here, Marcella.
Oh, I love that. What did they say? You don't work a day in your life if you do something you love? Thanks so much, Alex.
That's right.
He knew just what to say, didn't he?
Absolutely. Very smooth.
Are you excited to be out in Oceanside?
I am. I'm excited to just be part of history. I mean,
Yeah.
to see that. I expect a lot of people are going to show up.
I think so.
Even if we don't see a splashdown.
I think it could be any day of the week, but the fact that it's the Friday at the end of a week and
Yeah.
people want something to do,
Absolutely.
be part of the historic mission.
A lot of folks' families off on spring break right now. I expect
true.
a big turnout.
Yeah, all right, we're excited. And
We are.
There are a number of watch parties happening in San Diego tomorrow where you can see the splashdown happen live on a big screen.
That's right. Now that includes the Air and Space Museum in Balboa Park, where they are expecting a big crowd. A watch party is planned inside their pavilion where they'll stream NASA's live coverage. And if you arrive after 4 p.m., tickets are half off.
We're going to show a live stream of the NASA feed where they're showing everything from when it comes through the atmosphere to when its parachutes deployed, all the way to when it splashes down, all the way through the recovery efforts that everybody's been training for. We really want everybody here to really experience this with us.
All right, one big celebration. Now, across Balboa Park, the Fleet Science Center is also celebrating. Tickets to their Dome Watch Party are sold out, but their Artemis 2 pop-up exhibit is open through the weekend. And if you're looking for more laid-back viewing spots, the Hotel Del in Coronado is hosting a free watch party on its sun deck, which is temporarily being renamed the Moon Deck.
Very appropriate.
Yes.
You can also stream the splashdown on our free CBS 8 app from the comfort of your home. Or if you're along the coast and you want to see what's happening because you can't see it with your naked eye, just download that to your phone because you'll be able to watch our newscast live. We will have special coverage all day with a live look starting at 4:30. Stream us for free anytime on our CBS 8 app.
All right. And the Padres are back in action at Petco tonight, taking on the Colorado Rockies.
Karthik Venkatraman is down at the park with player reactions to the new City Connect jerseys and the lineup.
The Padres return to Petco Park after back-to-back road series, and as they get back to San Diego, all the hubbub around the city has been about those new City Connect jerseys, the Dia de los Muertos jerseys. They're looking pretty fresh, and the Padres reacted in the clubhouse today.
Love them. They're awesome. Yeah, it's so cool. They did a great job, as always. I think the fans are going to love them. Us players love them, and hopefully they got a lot of wins in them.
All the fans are excited. Again, like, they're unique. There's something different, but I think that's the fun part about having a City Connect uniform.
They're cool. Cool New Jersey, a lot to respect about them, and a lot to respect about the city of San Diego with them. So, really dope, really excited to put them on.
There's been a lot of speculation and worry this early season for the Padres hitting. Not to worry, the batting getting a little better and they're scoring more runs. But it's not always been the major star players on this team contributing and bringing in those runs. It's been a lot of the role players like Nick Castellanos, Miguel Andujar, new additions to the team, and Luis Campusano, who's seeing more playing time this season. The Padres are certainly happy that these role players are contributing to help them get wins in the early season.
There's going to be a certain amount of main players that play a majority of the games, but a lot of times your success is determined by everybody else that fits into the roster and into the lineup, and those little puzzle pieces that kind of fit themselves in and figure out where they actually fit, that determines those extra few wins that you get in the season and whether you get in the playoffs or not. So exciting to see those guys take their roles and enjoy them and then have success in them.
As for the Padres' leadoff spot, they're still trying to figure that out. They've put in Ramon Laureano, Jake Cronenworth, Fernando Tatis Jr. into that leadoff spot, but none of them have been able to produce consistently. This is what Craig Stammen had to say before today's game.
Do you want to find a leadoff hitter, like a regular one, or do you not find that a priority?
It would be nice, if Ricky Henderson walked through the door and people like that, but, I think all these guys are probably capable of hitting leadoff. We'll find out which one is, the best one for our lineup.
Randy Vasquez on the mound tonight as the Padres take on the Rockies at 6:40 p.m. here inside Petco Park. Back to you all.
Thanks, Karthik. And you can watch the Padres face the Colorado Rockies on Saturday right here on News 8. Game coverage starts at 4 p.m. following the Masters. And we have one of those City Connect jerseys right here.
Pretty cool.
It's navy. It looks dark, almost black, but it is a deep navy. And then on that left sleeve,
little Dia de los Muertos emblem. Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
I really like the history and trying to connect with the families. And I think people are get on board, Padres fans, whatever it is that they share.
I think it's, the neon from a couple years ago, that was interesting, but I think I like this a little bit better.
Yeah, and the back is really cool too.
Yeah, there we go, KFMB.
I bet these will be flying off shelves.
That's right.
We're not endorsing it. We don't make a profit, but they're pretty cool.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. A local school district recognized with a huge green honor.
Those details still ahead. Plus, California Republicans set to convene here in San Diego this weekend. We share a preview of their conventions for priority.
But first, the action being taken tonight over pollution concerns in the South Bay.
Lots of cloud cover out there for this evening. We saw the clouds rolling in throughout the day, but will those clouds stick around as we have a splashdown? And that's going to be for tomorrow. I'll have your answer after the break.